What's up, people? Bellatores is an upcoming Korean MMORPG built in Unreal Engine 5. No mobile support, full action combat, medieval content, tons of fort bosses, alliance-based family bosses, and a heavy focus on the massive PvP between 5 rival families. There is the PK system and there is the PvP-oriented PvE like in equipment crafting and the gathering. Wait, what? What year is this? Massive PvP based game? 5 faction wars? PvP based PvE? No direct monster hunt for the gear? Those Korean devs get nuts? Boys, my dudes, your kids need to be fitted. Alright. All of this was the positive sarcasm. Let me break down what's happening with the Bellatores. The game has 5 days Korean closed beta test starting on August 30, and there is the huge interview to the Inven, and this is not a kinda interview, this is the full review of the game. I will make the special 3-hour review for this game after the closed beta test, so just hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss the updates for the Bellatores. How does this all begin? Of course, we have a silly, banal, and social-oriented lore. Will we ever get the deep, iconic, dramatic, blood-freezing stories again? No? Okay. There was the huge kingdom named something, and there was the king named something who was just and merciful. People was live in peace and harmony. The king died, young prince jumped on the throne, and everything gets fucked. And here comes the 5 big families who started to fight against the prince and trying to climb the throne. Oh boy, stars will take everything, so when you will choose a family, take the winter side one. At least that's what I'm gonna do. Basically, we have a company. Full company was freezed in the glorious MMORPG golden age, and someone melted them in 2025. What they did? They start to create the Bellatores. There is the whole freaking article like a book, and I will make the special full review after the CBT, so if you don't want to miss a detailed review, hit the subscribe button. Now let's talk about the main point. Bellatores is a massive multiplayer MMORPG based on the faction versus faction content. It contains the 5 opposite factions which will fight between each other for the territories. In interview, there is no detailed explanation difference between the factions, but so far what I understand is that every faction has its interests. For example, if you are the highly motivated PvP player and love to interact first in the PvP and do some PKs also, you can join the specific family faction, which is highly oriented for the such gameplay, and in that faction you will have the similar interest players. I think other factions are focused for hunting or crafting, or I don't know, we don't know it yet. But what we know for sure is that these 5 different factions have the different interests. Players have opportunity to find them plays based on them interests. And yes boys, game have the PK system, though there will be the specific areas where you can't kill the people, mostly for the towns or the safe zones which are protected by the guards, but I think in such areas you can hit someone on the safe zones, but if the guard will seize you, it will just chase you and will try to kill you. Since it's the faction games, there will be some specific area which will be controlled by the specific factions. Your faction needs to fight to get to control that territory, and if someone comes there, they can't hit you first, like in many games. Game does not have the hunting for the equipment system. I don't know what the hell those bosses are dropping or why should I have to kill them, but for sure not for the gear. Or maybe they dropping some soul or body parts which can used as a crafting material, because in this game only way you can obtain gear is from the crafting. Crafting system is based on the master of the craft, and you can't have the multiple craft master on one character, so you will need to get help from the other players, and other players will need your help. It would be kinda, maybe you just have like in arcades the leather crafting mastery and someone have the iron mastery, and you can have both together. So if you want to craft a full gear, you will need leather and you will need iron mastery also. So I craft the leather for you and you will just craft the iron for me. We will find this everything on the CBT. Since game is based on the medieval period, there will be the medieval period type of the weapons. We will have like 12 weapons on the start and regular physical melee range weapons plus staff as the magic and the scepter as the healer. So yeah boys, game will have the Holy Trinity system where you will need a tank and healer and DPS to do something. There will be the 5 players group, so 1 tank, 1 healer, 3 DPS. This is the main thing from that huge article, and if you want to see the full review, wait for the next week. After the CBT, I will make a full detailed review for this game. Isn't it crazy to hear this everything in 2025 from the Korean devs? I don't know about you boys, but I really want to test this game on the CBT. It will start in August 30. The game will be on the Korean language, but I just want to touch it. I want to feel this. On the paper, it's amazing, but we need to see the actual game. And of course, these fancy words are good, but this is MMORPG, and if the combat will be bad, nothing of this does not matter. And when you talk about the PvP game, your combat have to be so good. Let's wait boys, I will try to play this game on the CBT and I will drop my first impression. So hit the subscribe button for help me to feed my kids, and if the game will be good, I will help the developers to feed them own kids. As always, see you in the next video.